Welcome to my geology video project. In my video, I'll be talking about the continental drift. Have you ever looked at a map of the world and thought to yourself, the continents look like they've fit all together at one point? You're not the only one. So if you look at a map today, this is what we're used to. Where we're not the only one that thought that, hundreds of thousands of people have actually thought about this, and it's over many years ago. It is believed that at one point, the continents were all together and somehow drifted apart. The person who had this thought and explored it was a German meteorologist named Alfred Wegener, and began his dedicated yet conventional research back in 1915. Wegener actually dedicated his whole entire career to this research and finding answers to prove his theory. Wegener strongly believed that all the continents were connected and came up actually with a name with it, named Pangea, meaning entire Earth or all of Earth. This is what he also classified as a supercontinent. It was once believed that it once existed 250 million years ago. Here is a map that we know of today. So basically, Alfred thought the biggest thing that we can see here are these two pieces together. So we know this as South America and Africa. So basically, my map is not exact, but the biggest thing that we see here are these two. And basically, they're all one, connected in one. That's what Wegener believed. So, with all theories, everything needs evidence, and not just one. So, Wegener had 4 evidence to prove that the continental drift actually happened. So, evidence 1 was the apparent fit of the continents. So, as you just seen, I just placed South America and Africa together, and they pretty much stuck together. It's not a perfect fit, but it's pretty close. Evidence 2, fossil location. So if we're looking at South America and Africa. So in these 2 locations, just on the tip right here and the tip over here, they've found fossils to lead what we know as now reptiles. So basically with reptiles, they weren't flying, and what is to believe that they couldn't fly over, they couldn't swim over, it was too far. So basically, that's one theory, that one evidence that they were together. Evidence 3 is very similar to evidence 2. So evidence 2, we found there was a lot of fossil correlation. Same thing with evidence 3, but with rocks and mountains. So what we know as Atlantic Canada today, we're around here, basically the mountains and rocks have the same material that is found in the UK that we know around here. So basically, with the rocks and mountains being very similar material, they have other similar features, and basically that's one of them. For evidence 4, Wegener went back and looked at some past climate data to see if there was some similarities in weather in these continents that we know. So as we know, South America and Africa, they're warm places. But it is seen to be found on the bedrocks that there are scratches created by glaciers. Now, glaciers actually move, but when they move, they don't move quietly or softly. So when they move, they leave scratches, and that's what leads to these evidence that possibly they were in South America and Africa. So other than that, they also found coal up in the north, so North America and the UK, which is bituminous coal, which is what we know as burning energy. So therefore, with these all together at once, and they have similar climates, that's also why Wegener thought that they were together. So Wegener found his answer. They were once together before. He released a book on his theory and his answers and his evidence. Now it was time for a new mission. Why did they actually drift? However, during his missions to find these answers, He went and searched for food for his team during this time, and it was very cold weather. He went out to grab some food, didn't return. So he actually couldn't find the answer, and the answer is still unknown. Thanks for watching my video on the Continental Drift. I hope you enjoyed the video.